universe speaks for itself. The universe hear all, see all. And guess what the universe just did? Marina Mabrey is seriously injured in the game following the Caitlin Clark brutal debacle. Yes, I could not make this up. And guess who she's playing? The Dallas Wings. She's playing DJ Harris's team, Paige's team. I mean, the universe just heard all, guys.
You won't believe what happened to Marina Mabrey just now. Karma finally struck back heavily after Caitlin Clark took a lot of filthy strikes.
One more time right there. I mean, oh boy. And that may have been all she wrote. And a lot of people today are like, well, karma may have just come a-calling.
We're talking about fans saying that's what she gets, as the crowd gasps and ankles are snapped. I'm not saying we celebrate injuries, but occasionally the basketball gods take care of things themselves when the NBA won't. She was so badly betrayed by Paige Bueckers. It was necessary to accompany Mabrey from the court. Yes, now limping away is the same Marina who body-slammed Clark. That isn't poetic justice. Tell me, it's not merely a highlight. It's a simple case of fate. I'll tell you exactly how it happened.
Her ankle. I mean, Paige Bueckers put the move on her, and it broke her ankle, and it may have literally broke her ankle.
It wasn't a foul call. It originated from a crisp, icy crossover. One move really changed the tone of the game, and, to be honest, the entire discussion about the current state of the WNBA. To understand why this moment with Paige and Marina is so emotionally and physically impactful, let's go back to that now famous Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun game. The WNBA's golden girl and most attractive rookie, Caitlin Clark, was being attacked. The press was aware of it. It was seen by the fans. However, the league pretended not to want to. Without hesitation, J.C. Sheldon stabbed Clark in the eye on a defensive play that had nothing to do with playing basketball. That ought to have resulted in an expulsion. Rather, it was dismissed. Bam Marina Mabrey arrived with a blindside shoulder that may have hurt Clark just as he was trying to get over the ache. It was violent in addition to being physical. The internet was inundated with footage of the tragedy. Twitter took off. Frame by frame, TikTok slowed it down. Commentators shouted into microphones. With the exception of the WNBA, everyone was urging action. After review, they raised the call to a flagrant foul. But that was all. Just silence, no suspension, no zero-tolerance declaration. And that quiet that was more painful than any insult. People didn't forget when Marina was beaten by Paige a few games later. They made the connection. The basketball gods may have also been observing. Now let's discuss the play that made the whole building stand up. With her unwavering composure, Paige Bueckers brought the ball to the top. Aggressive by nature, Marina Mabrey took the initiative, believing she could compete. A bad concept. Paige dribbled once with hesitation. She moved her weight. The audience leaned closer. Paige then unclocked a crossover that sent Marina to a different dimension with a single, vicious wrist snap. Seeing someone unplugged from the Matrix was like that. Marina lost her footing, her legs gave way, and she collapsed. The audience's gasp was nearly cinematic. The event was captured in all its agonizing splendor in playback after replay. Some of Marina's teammates appeared in disbelief as well. But Paige was very cold. She didn't show off. She refrained from taunting. She simply turned, pushed the ball up court, and pretended that it was just another workday. It wasn't simply a basketball move either. It was a message, a clear, lawful, and lovely statement that the game occasionally has its own method of getting even.
She's going to be escorted right here. You can see that to the locker room. And look, generally speaking, is it bad policy to celebrate anybody getting injured? Yeah, I'm not sure a lot of people are just blatantly celebrating this. But you can be damn sure a lot of people went, oh, how about that?
Now let's dive into what fans were saying, because honestly, they made this moment even bigger.
Let's now explore the opinions of the fans, who, to be honest, elevated this moment. The internet took off. In addition to being amused, they felt validated, as if the cosmos had granted them the justice they had been pleading for. At last, the league has some equilibrium. It certainly didn't miss this time, and karma doesn't miss. Like a lawn chair, she folded. The gods of basketball are real. Even though some individuals attempted to counter by saying that remarks about injuries weren't amusing, the atmosphere was obvious. The accountability that Paige's game brought about was praised by the fans, but not Marina's suffering. It was a loud statement. The court will do it if the league doesn't. The fact that Paige remained silent during her performance added to its impact. No yelling, no bravado, no posts on social media. Then there was only quiet, and power was in that hush. With 21 points and 7 assists at the end of the game, Paige had a standout performance that may have marked her first significant breakthrough on the professional scene. However, she refused to let the moment consume her. Her composure and maturity are what make her so dangerous. She is not interested in drama. She simply performs on the floor, and it was adored by fans. Analysts began speculating that she was coming. Not as a rookie, not as a potential, but as a star. She demonstrated that you can communicate without swinging or shouting. Sometimes a single, well-timed play is all that is needed. The league as a whole listens. Let's be honest now. This was more than just a poor time. For Marina Mabrey, the season has been difficult. She only had 8 points on 2 of 10 shots against Paige, before the ankle roll that forced her to leave the court with assistance, that is. The larger problem, though, is that her reputation is rapidly suffering. She is no longer as well known for her shooting or defense as she is for her flutter and annoyance. Her fans are abandoning her. The narratives in the media are changing. Her reputation as an emotional leader has diminished. She is perceived as careless, erratic, and unruly. She was expected to take the initiative this year. Rather, she is now included in every internet collection of dirty plays and bad highlight packages. Additionally, she can lose her starting rotations in addition to being out of favor if she doesn't make a speedy turnaround. Can Marina restore her reputation before it's too late? It's possible that the main antagonist in this situation isn't even a player. The WNBA's silence is the problem. The league had an opportunity to take action after Caitlin Clark was struck. They had the opportunity to make a firm statement. This isn't acceptable. However, they didn't. The consequences of that one lost chance have been severe. The WNBA is currently perceived by fans as being too lenient towards dirty actions, too slow to defend its players, and too reactive rather than proactive. And that's risky because it's difficult to win back the trust of the supporters once they've lost it. The commissioner, Kathy Angelbird, has yet to issue a firm statement, has yet to respond to the mounting annoyance, and the more she delays, the louder the mob becomes. It's not just about Bueckers, Mabrey, or Clark. Credibility, respect, and product protection are at stake here. Furthermore, it appears that the league is currently hesitant to hold players accountable. While everyone's attention was focused on Bueckers, Mabrey, and Clark, another player has been stealthily taking center stage. Enforcer, glue, and protector Sophie Cunningham is the one teammate who has demonstrated via her actions that you're not messing with my squad. Fans adore it as well. Sophie stands out due to her tenacity, intensity, and vocal presence. She is fearless, not because she is ostentatious. When things become ugly, she takes charge, yet she follows the rules. She is turning into a representation of the kind of leadership that our league sorely lacks. Clean, tough, and unreservedly loyal. Additionally, Sophie is demonstrating what it means to set an example in a season where drama seems to be more important than defense. Is she at the center of this new culture of Indiana fever? The entire situation involving Paige and Marina seemed to be one of those infrequent occasions when the court administers justice more effectively than any referee or league office could. It was such a clean crossover that it shook the room. No fouls, whistles, or messages. And to be honest, that's what gave it its force. The point is made by pure, top-tier basketball without any foul play. Always, skill prevails. That kind of self-policing by the game serves as a reminder of why we adore it. Because at its foundation, the game remains pure regardless of how jumbled the plots become or how many press releases are released. And the basketball community pays attention when karma makes an appearance in Nikes with a spectacular crossover. Here we are, then. Unspoken, Paige Bueckers simply rocked the league. In a single highlight, Marina Mabrey's season could have gone from shaky to terrible. Despite being the focal point, Caitlin Clark continues to sustain injuries in the absence of support. What does the WNBA do now is the question. Do they begin to take action against dirty plays? Do they keep their stars safe? Or do they keep allowing viral events to speak for them? The league can make a decision. Fans are watching and picking sides, so you have to step up or risk losing control of the story. Additionally, Paige and Karma appear to be the team to defeat at the moment. Leave a comment below with your opinions. Was Karma at work there? Did Paige simply alter the season's trajectory, or is this the start of a more significant transformation in the WNBA? For more honest conversation, hit the like button and subscribe. Keep in mind that sometimes the silliest plays only require a pair of broken ankles and the attention of the entire world.